Civil society organizations in Chipata have expressed concern over low civic participation in decision-making positions at community level as government is implementing the decentralization policy. Lucy Grant Foundation is dismayed that critical decision-making committees such as ward development committees in the 11 wards of Chipata City have less women representation. Foundation project coordinator Ruth Peary argues that leaving women out in decision-making positions will have a negative impact on the development of the city, hence her organization launching a project dubbed Facilitating Women's Civic Participation in Chipata. The project has been funded by the Danish Minorities Center for Human Rights and Development. And Chipata Mayor George Mwanza has acknowledged the importance of young women participation in the developmental agenda of the city. Mr. Mwanza says that advocacy has come at the right time when government has devolved its functions to give a voice to the community. Chipata City has 11 wards but only one woman representative.
"44 young women from 11 wards of Chipata City converged here for a common cause. Low women participation in decision-making positions at community level is what is a concern. This is worrying many civil society organizations such as Lucy Grant Foundation. Consequently, a project to capacity build young women to participate and render a voice in the matters affecting women.
Because when you look at the background of the project, we realize that in Chipata, most of these governance structures have almost zero representation of women that sit on them. That itself affects the kind of decisions that are made. So the project itself aims at equipping the young women through capacity building to involve in local governance issues as well as improve on socio-economic conditions of our women.
Masupe Ward Councillor Johnston Sinyangwe spoke to the young women.
My appeal to you, my fellow leaders, my ladies that are there, both the young and the old, is that it is our time and our opportunity through the Lucy Grant Foundation, to ensure that we get to hold our leaders in the WTCs accountable for what they are doing.
Chipata Mayor George Mwanza was the guest of honor.
This project is indeed a milestone in our case to enhance young women participation in the development of our city. I would also like to mention that I'm aware as mayor of the city that the Lucy Grant Foundation and its partner from Denmark, that is the Danish Minorities Center for Human Rights and Development, has been facilitating on tireless efforts to facilitate the participation of young women in civic engagement and civic activities, thereby bridging the wider gap that has been existing for a long time.
The project is funded by Danish Minorities Center for Human Rights and Development. Samuel Sylvester Qwabe, Diamond News.
We have more news for you after the break. Stay tuned.